This break is brought to you by Netflix. Head on over to netflix.com/GameBreakerTV and sign up for a free 30-day trial of the streaming service. Gain access to web shows and television shows like The Guild. It's an amazing amazing service that lets you stream everything right to your consoles, your mobile devices, even your computers. So I highly recommend you try this service if you have not already. Now, the Iron Squid finals are going to be in Paris this weekend, and with me to talk a little bit more about these are Game Breaker writer Callum Lawrence. Now Cal, first of all, can you give me the names of the Final Four and the road that they had to take to get to the finals?
Well, the Final Four that we have is actually quite a decent lineup, and I'm actually really excited by seeing the matches that we've got. We've got Fanatics Alive, Slayers MMA, LGIM Nestea, and TSL Symbol, and these are all really, really great plays. Like, obviously everyone knows synonymously like MMA and Nestea, big GSL champions. Like Fnatic Alive recently come off of an IPL 4 win, and who has actually just been playing really, really solidly lately. I think he got into the semi-finals of GSL Codes last season, and we have TSL Symbol, who has really impressed me during this tournament. It's like he's faced players such as Marine King, who he went on to like 3-0, and this was like that little period of time where Marine King like won all of his MLGs in a row, and he 3-0'd Marine King on his way to the finals, which was amazing. It was like you had Nestea, who just decided, okay, it's time for me to 4-0 my group, which had names like Nurchio, Hasselhoffs, and Leenock in it. I mean, obviously he is a ZVZ master, but still, when you're taking down big names like Nurchio and Leenock, you're doing pretty well on your way to the finals. Like, you have MMA, who's one of the most solid players in the world, previous GSL champion, and as I said, you've got Alive, who did so well. He took down MC on his way through with his. He has some really good TVP play at the moment. Like, obviously, like we saw IPL 4 versus Squirtle, and he's just done so well getting to the finals. Like, all four of these players thoroughly deserve their place in this Final Four, and it's going to be an amazing weekend.
An amazing weekend. It's also been just an amazing tournament. Just the level of quality of all the players has been, you know, just absolutely stunning. Obviously at this point the finals have to be just as amazing to expect the level of competition and excitement to be through the roof, right?
Yeah, the Iron Squid has been a very promising tournament. It's been, like you said, the quality has been so great. It's been absolutely amazing just watching even the group stages, just the casting, the production, the actual quality, and the way that it just looks so sharp and polished. It was great. As you said, like, all of the matches were just so amazing. Like, as I said, I remember the Marine King Symbol games. There are so many just great matches from this, and the finals are definitely going to be just as good because, one, they put on a good show, and I can't wait to see what they do in this live event. They might do it not as well because there's a chance, because it's one of their first live events, they might not understand how to properly put on a show, but I don't see that going when they put on such a good, like, prequel to this entire live tournament. They're going to put on such a good show, and I cannot wait to see this tournament just for the fact that the production is always so high and the matches just look like they're going to be amazing.
All right, Cal, every time you and I sit down and talk about an upcoming tournament, I've always got to ask you, what are your predictions? Who do you think is going to come out on top on this one?
Well, when I say Nestea versus Symbol in a ZVZ, that's a no-brainer. Nestea's got that. He is the greatest ZVZ player that StarCraft 2 has ever seen, and as good as Symbol has been playing throughout this tournament and probably recently, he's got no chance of taking down Nestea in a ZVZ. So expect to see Nestea in a finals, which is so great because Nestea hasn't been into a high-quality finals. He's been doing quite well at foreign tournaments lately. Like, he got so far into IPL 4, he did so well. He's more likely than not going to get into the Iron Squid finals and secure himself at least $6,000. And the Alive MMA match is something that I'm really looking forward to because the last time these two met was in the round of 8 of the, I'm not sure it was the last time, but the last time I can properly remember in such a high-profile match was the round of 8 GSL in Season 1 this year, and Alive actually destroyed MMA in this amazing TVT play. He was like using these interesting Raven pushes that he used into like a siege tank push that like contained him at his first base. He plays such an amazing TVT, and this is coming against MMA, who is notoriously an amazing TVT player. Like, obviously he's on Slayers, one of the best Terran teams in the world, and that game is going to be really hard to call, but I'm going to have to give it to Alive just for the fact that he's been rocking and rolling lately. MMA hasn't really been doing that well in 2020 2012. I mean, I say that with a grain of salt compared to how amazingly well he did in 2011 compared to 2012. And we've got a guaranteed Terran versus Zerg in the final, and it's going to be great. But I'm going to have to say, I'm pitting Alive to win this tournament because I expect him to get past MMA. But if MMA takes down Alive, he's definitely going to win it because he's got one of the best TVZs in the world. So it's between whoever wins the MMA and Alive match is going to win the entire thing.
All right, guys. Well, the action is going on this weekend, and you can bet your backside that we will be covering it right here on Game Breaker TV. So keep it tuned right here. We will keep you up to date on all of the information, as well as all of your other gaming-related needs. So see you guys next time.